Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A. We go over all the latest news that happened during the week of mobile and tech and answer your questions live. If you have any questions you want to ask, just ask them in the comments section right now down below and I will answer them before the end of the show. See, the chat room is buzzing. Sorry for the delay. Had some technical difficulties for sure. Every time I get a Windows update, then I get a XSplit update, which is the software I use for this. Just has issues. But I do want to let you know, before we get started on the news, that this will be the first update for Amazon Prime Day. So if you are watching this on the playback or want to watch it later on the playback, we will be doing an update at 12 p.m. in the description. So check out the description for the first deals of the day. It's going to start at midnight tonight at Pacific time, midnight. So that being said, I will be posting links for the best tech deals starting at midnight tonight. Now, with that being said, I also want to let you guys know that tomorrow morning around 8 a.m. to 8:30, we will be doing another live stream kind of counting down all of the best deals for Amazon Prime Day. So if you are curious for which deals should you buy, make sure to check out that video, as we will be updating that description every 3 to 4 hours. Basically, I haven't decided yet how often we'll do it. Basically, every 3 to 4 hours, maybe even 6 towards the night, of course. But we'll be updating it on the 15th and on the 16th, so you get the absolute best deals for Amazon Prime Day. So make sure to stay tuned for that video. All right, guys, now let's get to it. Oh, wait, first we got a super chat, and that is from MFX. Thank you for starting us out in the super chat. Really appreciate donations as always, really appreciate it. And make sure, to, obviously, to ask any questions if you do a super chat so I can answer them right away. All right, now let's get to the news portion. And the first news portion is, you have probably seen them all over the place. I know a lot of people had commented on them, but let's get to it. The first press renders for the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and you're going to start to see leaks as Samsung employees have officially all got them. There's over 200 or 300 plus of them out in the US right now that are being seen by people, so you better believe that they are going to be looked at by a lot of people, and of course there are going to be 1 or 2 leaks of the official designs. So that being said, it really is something interesting, because yes, we are getting some confirmations now, as I'm getting my own information from some sources. No headphone jack is pretty much there. So yeah, no SD card on at least a version of it. So yeah, guys, these are the futures. However, 256 gigs of built-in storage starting might be a worthy trade-off. Let me know what you guys think. If you have 256 gigs of storage, do you still need a micro SD card? I told you guys last week I would prefer not to have a micro SD card with that much storage, because this is a super fast speed built-in storage. It's UFS. I will do a video explaining that more so with the 3.0 version of this. Basically, if you put in a memory card in this phone, it will slow it down like no other. So I'm okay with not having a memory card if I have 256 gigs starting. But let me know your guys' thoughts on it. So let me know that in the comment section down below. Now let's comment a little bit more on this look. So you see, this is the Note 10 Plus version. And this is a really cool looking color. I will definitely get that. I like having those with kind of like a backing like this to really show it off. Although I did end up putting a pack from Spec on here, just because I do like to have a kickstand still. Overall, though, I am very curious to see how this phone plays out. Very interested to see just what it has to bring. Overall, I really like the S Pen look. I'm hoping for other new features. I haven't heard the most interesting features on the S Pen, but maybe we'll have to wait and see a little bit more information on it. And hopefully I'll have more news from certain sources by next week's Mobile Weekly. All right, now let's get to the topic of pricing, because a lot of people are talking about the pricing and saying it's astronomical, it's crazy. And quite frankly, I think if you think it's crazy pricing or crazy expensive, you're not comparing it to last year. That's all I can say. The Note 10 will be the same price as the Note 9. $50 cheaper in some cases, actually. It's going to be $1,000. which again is the same price that it was last year. The Note 8 was $980 retail price, MSRP. Then it was $999 last year for the Note 9, and now it's going to be $999 for the Note 10. So those are actually staying the same pricing. However, the Note 10 Plus will be now $1,200, which is actually $50 cheaper than what I paid for my Note 9 last year. Now, I got the Note 9 with 512 built-in storage, so yes, I have more built-in storage than the new one will have at 256, but getting extra features, I'm okay with that. I'm not like oh man, I can't believe I'm actually paying less than I was last year. And I'm obviously should be getting better specs. I'm obviously getting better built-in storage, getting more cameras, things like that. So coming from a person that got the most expensive Note 9 last year, I'm not really upset or anything like that. Now, I will say this, that from what I'm hearing, that version will come with 8 gigs of RAM. I'm hoping to get a 10 or 12, but I've heard mixed sources. I'll find that out later this week. But here's the thing. I will say that, yeah, if it's $100 more, say if it's $1,300, and I get 12 gigs of RAM and 512 storage, then it's only a $50 increase from what I paid last year. So again, I'm not too upset by it. Now, again, I think that's what really you have to compare it to, because a lot of people are really getting upset because the Note 10 Plus is $200 more expensive than the S9 was, but you're comparing two different price brackets there. So overall, I'm okay with it. Some people are really upset by this pricing. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. I don't like that phones are this price. I want to make that clear. I don't like that phones are this price. But if you're comparing Samsung from last year to this year, they're not as, let's say, stupid as Apple when it comes to pricing and going too crazy, I would say. Just because of the fact that, again, we actually stayed the same price as last year. It was $1,000 last year for the Note 9. It's $1,000 this year for the Note 10. So no increase in pricing there. That's more of what I expected. And yeah, I thought it would be $1,150 to $1,250 for the Note 10 Plus. It looks like it's going to be right in the middle, $1,200. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the pricing. Again, this is U.S. pricing, so it will be different in different countries, but that is the pricing we are getting in the U.S. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. There will be trade-in deals, so make sure to know that. I still do not know if the S10 will be a part of those trade-in deals, but the Note will, and I'm very upset because it does not look like my 512 version will get me any more money than the regular Note version. That I'm more upset about, because I think if you got the 512 version, you should get more money. But I digress. All right, now let's get to more news about the Note 10. We have two more things. So we already covered that obviously the announcement will be on August 7th. However, we also have found out that the release date will be August 23rd. And depending on your carrier, you will be able to pre-order the night of the 7th all the way to the morning of the 9th of August. So it'll be in between that time span of when you can pre-order your device. That is what we've heard. That is what we're getting. So let you guys know that that is what will happen. Overall, again, I'm okay with this. Like, there's nothing really weird about it or odd about it. It just seems fitting. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I think, again, we're going to get it August 23rd. That'll be great. I'll have it ready for my birthday, which I'm going to be in Star Wars Galaxy Edge. So I'll take lots of great photos with the Note and have perfect timing for the review. So I think it'll be lots of fun. Overall, definitely should be a really interesting time upon reviewing it. Then we have the Note 10 possibly having a feature that I definitely have to ask about. Although, knowing my sources, I don't think any of them will know this degree of certainty. So it looks like we could get wireless charging as fast as 15 watts to even 20 watts, depending on how it is. 20-watt charge is insanely fast your average Samsung, I believe right now, is from 15 to 20 watts, or sorry, 15 to 18 watts. So 20 watts would be actually faster, or yeah, pretty much faster than you're currently getting through direct charging. So if we're getting wireless chargers that fast, that is really awesome. I'm really excited. I'm also a little upset because I have lots of wireless chargers and I'm keep replacing them over and over again. So overall, this is something that I am happy to see. Wireless charging getting faster and faster, and plug-in charging, of course, is much appreciated to be faster. We should have a 25-watt fast charge cable as well, besides faster wireless charging. So overall, it looks like the wireless charging will be faster on the Note 10. All right, now let's move on to other news, and that first is we keep talking about the T-Mobile Sprint merger. And again, I do believe truly that this will be a big benefit overall for a lot of people in general, just because, again, I think this should go through. Check out our video on why the T-Mobile merger should go through and why it benefits consumers. But a new interesting player kind of has arrived in this, and that is Dish is, of course, going to buy Boost Mobile, and there will be a new fourth carrier. It looks like it was going to be called Dish Mobile. However, reportedly, Google is in talks to actually kind of share ownership of it. Now, you would imagine this would go to Project Fi for Google to kind of give a better, give priority to their own spectrum, basically. Because right now they're piggybacking off everyone else's spectrum, but with this, they can get kind of priority on their own. So that would be good for them to have over it, and I think it would be good for Google to get it. Honestly, I quite frankly would love Google to have their own network more than Dish entirely, just because, again, I want a company with more money than Dish is able to provide to ensure that consumers will get a strong fourth carrier. I favored Amazon and Google for this, but it looks like Dish ultimately will win this, and we will have to wait and see, although hopefully Google will get some backing of it so they can make their Project Fi better. Do any of you guys have Project Fi? I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard people that hate it, and I've heard people that love it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. All right, then we have some new devices that will also be announced the same time as the Note 10. And one really caught me off guard because of the name of it, and that is the Galaxy Tab S6. We don't really have a Tab S5. We have a Tab S5e, which is the cheaper version of what we're supposed to get of the Tab S5. But they're just kind of cutting that out and going straight to the Tab S6. Thank you guys for deleting the person that was in there, so thank you guys for that. Oh, whoa, sorry, I missed Super Chat. Hey, H2 Tech Videos. Hey, guys, if you guys want some great how-to videos, go check out H2 Tech Videos. Hey, you're the man, Rick. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, and thank you for the message. All right. Yeah, sorry. Someone's going crazy in the chat. Thank you guys for catching that. Just really kind of someone going crazy. All right. But that being said, the Tab S6 is a very interesting thing that is going to be coming out. I will say I do like this backing because it does look like we are going to get a dedicated place for the S Pen. I like that because I do not like not having a place for my pen. It really is annoying. It's something that I didn't like with the Tab S4. I had to get the case to have a spot for it. And even with the Huawei MediaPad M5 Lite, it was the same thing. It didn't have a place for the pen, and that just really annoys me. Like, I want a place for the pen. So I like that this looks like it has it. Overall, it also will have 2 cameras, so that's kind of interesting. Very thin. Overall, yeah, it's just kind of interesting that we are getting this tablet. What do you guys think about it? I think that, yeah, it's going to be great to have a tablet, although I don't like that it looks like aluminum. I hope it is glass more than aluminum, just because I'm not the biggest fan of aluminum tablets. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. This definitely looks like an aluminum tablet, so we'll have to wait and see. Then we also are gonna get, again, confirmed, because now we pretty much know it because of this kind of advertising, which this is a press leak, of the Galaxy Watch Active 2. So this is a upgrade of the existing Galaxy Watch that only came out earlier this year. And honestly, I think it's going to be a great looking watch. Although, I just hope that bezel is like this image. Because the bezel on the Galaxy Watch Active was too big and definitely wanted a smaller bezel. I also hope the bezel is actually useful. Like, can you actually touch it and it interacts? Because I do love the wheel on my Galaxy Watch and would hate to see it go. So I just hope that it's interactive because I don't like it without it. All right, now we get to, whoa, hey, another super chat. Thank you so much. Holiday Evolution, thank you for the super chat donation. Really appreciate it. All right, next one is a very interesting one. So we've long known that Warner Brothers was going to get in the streaming game. If you don't know, we're waiting on basically a few more to get in there. Universal is going to have their own big streaming service. That's the only one that I think we really have left. I know Paramount might as well, but that's what we're waiting on. So, but we knew Disney Plus will be the big hitter this year, and that one is still going to be the biggest spike up for sure. By the end of next year, Disney Plus will easily be the biggest streaming service, surpassing Netflix. Take that to the bank. All right, but a interesting contender, which it's going to really be interesting how they price it, is HBO Max. Now, HBO Max is going to be the Warner Brothers service. And basically, I do believe that by the end of next year, you are going to get rid of DC Universe own streaming platform, and they are going to be absorbed within this. Also, you're going to get Friends. You're going to get a lot of other shows, CW shows, Pretty Little Liars, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I think Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Pretty Little Liars, and of course Friends are going to be a huge thing for people to get this specific thing. And again, why Netflix is going to lose this war. They really were the two most watched shows on Netflix, apparently for months and months and months, was Friends and The Office. Those are both gone the end of this year. Guess where they're going? Well, at least The Office will be going to the other one, the Universal one. But that is really big. And honestly, I am really interested to see what the price point is. Because as of right now, I believe HBO Go is going to be $14.99. So I'm curious to see what HBO Max, will it include it? Can you get HBO Max separate from it? Or is it going to be like a combination and like $20 a month for this service? I think $20 a month is the most they should go, and I think even that will cost them a lot of people. I know HBO Go is really great on its own, but they do not have Game of Thrones anymore, so I don't know how much they're going to basically get people anymore from that. And I think a lot of people are going to do the same thing that I did, which they released it, basically Game of Thrones. I subscribed to HBO Go for, 3 months while the series was going on for Game of Thrones. And then guess what? I canceled it as soon as it finished. That was it for me. Didn't care about anything else on HBO. So that was it. That's what I think a lot of people are going to end up doing with streaming services from now on. Even like Netflix. I'm going to watch when the next Avatar comes out. Avatar The Last Airbender. When that series renews itself on there, I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm just very interested to see what's going to happen. But as soon as that's over, guess what? I'm gone. And Netflix is even worse because, like some of my friends have always said, their biggest flaw is that they release everything at once. So that means I only have to subscribe to Netflix for a month, watch what I want to watch, and then cancel. Because why wouldn't I do that? So yeah, I think that's going to be Netflix's downfall overall. That it's losing its biggest shows, and it's going against the biggest competition it's ever had in Disney Plus, and now HBO Max should be another strong competitor. But overall, definitely, the biggest thing is going to be Disney Plus at the end of next year. All right, then we have some more updates on the technology front with augmented reality, and that is one player is leaving, and one player is getting a stronger hold on it, and that is Apple is now leaving. It has terminated its augmented reality glasses, and this is like a Google goggles thing, Google Glass. Was it glass or goggles? Now I forgot. It's been so long.
Apologies, I don't understand.
Thank you. No one was talking to you. Sorry. Google Home just thinks that everyone's talking to it. But overall, it really was a whole thing where this is the future. I truly do believe augmented reality glasses is what we're going to have in 5 to at most 10 years. I think by 5 years, it will become starting to be mainstream, kind of like how foldable phones I think will be next year. You're going to have a foldable phone from each manufacturer next year, but it's not going to be mainstream. I think by the end of 5 years, you're going to start seeing smart glasses. And smart glasses, the reason I believe they're going to be the future is because you can just have a bigger screen. You can have everything that's on your phone, but on your glasses. And because it's projecting an image, not actually having a screen power the entire image, you're actually going to be able to have a lot more with a lot less battery life. And not to mention, I think those are going to have graphene batteries by then, so you're really going to have a lot better battery life. That is truly what I believe the future is in 10 years. I think these will take over. So Apple is out of the business for it for now. Not a big deal. Apple's watch system was really late to the game, so I think they'll be the same way when it comes to augmented reality. However, the leader who really kicked us off in the smartwatch craze was Samsung. And it looks like they are going to continue the home front on this angle too. They are really going for the first patent on truly smart glasses, more basically where we need them to be. And overall, I think smart glasses again will be effective. I think they're going to range between $500 and $800, so the price of a smartphone, quite frankly, or a high-end tablet. And I do think that again, these will eventually be the future. I'm not saying right away, but I do think that having everything just on your face instead of having to reach down or look for something is going to be the way we end up doing things. And how much better will that be when gaming is just your glasses and a controller? I think that's going to be definitely the way it ends up going. Yes, we might lose a bit of the touch gesture base, but honestly, I'm okay with that if it means that we don't always have to lean down, because we have a lot of neck problems because of that now. Alright guys, that is all the news for this week. Now let's get to your questions. Again, if you have a question you want to ask, just ask it in the comment section down below, and I will answer it before the end of the show. Alright, now let's get to the top. Whew, that is hot. Sorry, my coffee hasn't cooled down. I'm going to take this lid off so I don't burn my throat. Okay. Alright. Now let's get to the topics. How do I pick a thumbnail from a screenshot or screen right from the S Pen on my YouTube video? You pick a thumbnail more so by actually uploading a thumbnail. So basically, unless it's a live video, you typically get the chance to pick a thumbnail. When you're doing a live video, you have to take the thumbnail and then post it. But other times, you should just be able to upload a thumbnail. So basically, you would want to do whatever you want, screenshot or whatever it is, for a thumbnail and then upload it. You can use an app like, what's a good photo with text app? I believe it's Legend. Legend is the one I think I use, where you can put like text on an app, on one. Either that or Pixel Lab. Pixel Lab is actually the better one. So Pixel Lab is the one you should use to create a thumbnail that will be pretty good if you want to put text on it. Okay. The Note 10 Plus will have an SD card slot. Like I said, one of them definitely will. Most likely. Note 10 SD slot, maybe or maybe not. Maybe a version will. Don't get too attached to the headphone jacks. Yes, guys, that is true for sure. The Plus may have a headphone jack. Why pay RCA a royalty fee for something in the 1910 Every phone in the U.S. give a company control over RCA a few dollars for a dumb jack. Wow, RCA is still getting money for the headphone jack? That is kind of crazy. I need a tech rant today, starting with the Note 10 Plus at 1,200. So again, I'm gonna keep going through all the pricing, but I do not think that is going to be again the whole thing. Most people don't even use the headphone jack anymore. It's the age of wireless. I don't agree with that. I use the headphone jack at least once a week. Hey, Ricky, you sleeping? No, just late. Let's see. Apple doing away with Face ID by 2020. Yeah, I truly do believe that. Apple is going to go away from Face ID because they're going to go to built-in fingerprint displays, at least in China, which, again, I think they would just do that all over the place because in-display fingerprints are going to be much cheaper than it is for the face scanning that they currently do with Face ID. It's all about money, guys. And Apple needs it right now because they're not doing so well in other areas. I wonder what news Ricky will have for us. Some news. I guess Ricky fell asleep to blame updates. Sound and picture is good. Wow, it is super off sync. Voice and video are not together. Wait, is my... Sorry, guys. I did not see that the voice and the audio were off sync. Everything seems to be like normal. I'm not sure why it's off sync. I do apologize. But everything seems to be normal with my audio. So I do apologize if it is a bit off sync. I do apologize for that. I do know this Amazon Prime Samsung S10s Note 9s will be 200 or more off. Interesting. I'm going to really go for the biggest sales. Like if I have seen phones at a similar price, I'm not going to really go over them too much. I'm really going to go over the ones that are really big discounts and that are great deals for you guys. If you look closely at the pic, you can see the outline of an SD drawer. Well, the outlines of the pic would have a SIM card slot, though. I have a 256 gig storage. I won't. If I have a 256 gig storage, I won't need an SD card. I'm sure the Type-C headphones will be nice. I hear it will have noise canceling. Yeah, I think, and I mean, quite frankly, Type-C should be better, right? It's digital versus analog. Type-C headphones should be better. It's just we haven't put enough quality into Type-C headphones, I believe, yet. No SD card needed. We have the cloud. I, again, don't agree with that, but again, for some people, yeah, they're truly based on the cloud. The renders look a little accurate. I just like the card as a backup in case the total loss of the phone, drop or whatever. Yes, I know the pics uploaded to a cloud. Yeah, it's true, but still. I can understand that. You want a physical background. Physical backup. Well, maybe the prices depend on which version or versions, the options you may or may not get. That is true. Not everyone will get all the options. No spamming. Yeah, sorry. Thank you guys. I think it was Quiet Storm. Thank you, Quiet Storm, for handling spammer we had earlier. Trade-in deals will be made public August 7th when pre-orders start. Yes. 5G variant is 1,400, so there will be a separate 5G variant. That is interesting. Could the Galaxy Note camera be able to see the Galaxy? Could this Galaxy camera be able to see the Galaxy? No. We're not at that point yet. With the Note 10 being highly priced, people are buying the Note 9 now, 500 or 700, depending on the 128 or 512 version. Subjective opinions, waiting a few months for the price to drop. Yes, No one should buy the Note 9 right now. The price will drop dramatically once the Note 10 comes out. I hear 45-watt charge sold separately. It will come with 25-watt, and I'm fine with 25 watts, to be quite honest. I'm looking to buy a backup phone. Should I buy a flagship refurbished phone from 2015 or a budget phone from 2019? I only want to spend $150 live in the Caribbean. Wait till tomorrow's deals, or even tonight's deals. I will be posting it, like I said, at midnight tonight at Pacific Standard Time. The best Amazon deals that are on tonight on this video, and tomorrow we will have a separate video with all the current best tech deals. But overall, I will say this: wait till tomorrow, because there's going to be some really good deals, and you might be able to definitely get better phones for $150. I will say for like $150, I know you can get like a Samsung A30 or maybe an Honor 8X if it's on sale. I think those are really good phones that would be great quality overall. But the S8 is around that price point too, around $200 plus dollars. So if it goes on sale tomorrow, again, that might be something you want to consider. You can or cannot expect new lines of accessories of fun gadgets show up on the 7th, or may not release after the 23rd. Got it. So we will probably get new wireless chargers. Wait, what will the price of the Note 10 Plus be? Answer that. I have a 7. No, oh, got it. Yes, Tab 6. You had to change the name with Snapdragon 855. That is good that we're getting the fastest processor. I did hear that as well. On the Note 10 with a new charging system, it would consider Warp Charge. Yes, I am actually currently using my Warp Charge on, I can't lift it up all the way, but my OnePlus, it's already up to 90%. Nice. Did it in about 40 minutes ago, so pretty good. Dedicated place, you say, just put your magnet personality and it will win the day. Yeah, got it. So it's going to have a magnet for the S Pen. That's a good way to go. What color will the S10... What color is the Note 10 Plus on your desk? They always give us just the black. I mean... What? Let me see. What about Google's new OS and Huawei's new OS? What do you think is going to be an Android killer? I honestly don't think it's going to be an Android killer, just because Huawei themselves have admitted they're not going to really invest in it as much. And I think it's just going to be a whole thing where what happened to Microsoft. You had Microsoft paying developers so much money to create apps. Now, since this will essentially still be a bit based on Android in terms of how they create apps, it might be a little bit better, but Tizen has been around for so long from Samsung, and Samsung has more reach than Huawei does. Yes, Huawei has a bigger center country in China versus like Samsung in India, but overall, I think, yeah, you're just not going to see as many people get on board as they do with Android. Unless it is the only option, then it might be something different. But as of right now, it's not. He'll never tell, not in the brightest day and darkest night. Yes. Expect 5G good time with Active 2 in customers' future. Got it. Let's see. What other colors of the Note 10 Plus come in? So black and that very colorful one are the two that everyone's talking about right now. I totally agree with the upcoming Disney service. Disney is going to be the biggest streaming service. Warner Brothers WB Access service last day of operation is July 31st, since they were using Ultraviolet, and AT&T did not want to buy the company and its assets. There you go. RIP Netflix. Tell Circuit City we say hi. Damn, that's cold. It would actually be probably Blockbuster, you know. Will Samsung have Galaxy Buds 2? I haven't heard anything about Galaxy Buds, to be honest. Has anyone else heard anything about Galaxy Buds? Wink, wink. My leakers out there in the chat. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everybody drink. And we got another super chat. Troublesome14. Ricky, that was earlier. You're good to go now. Got it. Okay, so the sync is fine now. Thank you for letting me know that, please. Thank you for letting me know that. Let's see. Where are we now? What's upstream? Okay, there we go. Disney Plus next year. I say Disney Plus is going to be as big. I would say the biggest streaming service by the end of next year. Disney Plus comes out this year in Q4, which my daughter's. It's a whole thing with her because she's going to love Disney Plus, but right now she just watches Netflix. That's the main thing she can watch on her TV. She's not allowed to watch YouTube, but we allow her to watch Netflix because it's the kid version. And I told her, I'm like, we're gonna get rid of Netflix. And she's like, why? And I'm like, because we're gonna have Disney Plus, and we don't need both. And she got so upset. It was very hilarious. So yes, but yeah, Disney Plus is just gonna be better. Ricky, what would you say to having 5 color choices on the Note 10 ice cream flavors, but you will not but will not be sold in the US right away? I would say that's standard Samsung, of course. We typically get 2 to 3 colors, and that's about it. Hey, another super chat. Thank you guys so much for all the super chats tonight. Cornelius, original programming is deciding factor. You can only watch Avengers, Batman, and Toy Story so many times before you throw up original movies and series. I do think that is a big factor. I do believe you are right on that. But again, it was something like there have been plenty of tests on Netflix watchers and what people watch on Netflix. And at the end of the day, the things that people watch most on Netflix are like 80% not original content. So although you're ensuring a future with original content, Netflix has the issue of going up against people that already have a bigger library of original content than they do and new shows. That is what Netflix is giving you. That's what Disney Plus is giving you. HBO Max is going to be the same thing. They're going to have a much bigger library than Netflix in terms of original content already from the past. And then they're going to create new content as well. So this is the issue that Netflix is running into. They've never had competition like this. Hulu, all Amazon Prime, none of them have been competition like this will be in the next 2 years. I would buy Apple glasses, but I'm blind. Is that true? I'm sorry. If that sucks. I'm sorry, really. Yeah, augmented reality. No, it's just going to be like things on your ear, basically, kind of telling you, just like a smartphone would. Bigsby on glasses? No, please no. Apple seems to be very late for everything. Are you going to be late for their own funeral? Yeah, it'll come eventually. Maybe. With smart glasses, what about people who wear prescription glasses? How will they enjoy the tech? Like Google Glass. Google Glass had prescription version and had non-prescription version. So you could get either one. Just like that, basically. I just want a tech device that's a scouter. Believe me, that was the biggest miss that Google Glass had. If they had just made Google Glass a Dragon Ball Scouter, would have sold like crazy. I would have paid for that for the ridiculous price they charged of $1,500. I never wanted to pay that. I was going to pay like $700. I would pay something like that. But for a Dragon Ball Z Scouter, you probably would have had me there, Google. You would have had me at Dragon Ball. Over 9,000. Let's see. I'm going to wait for the Note 11. Definitely, that's going to be a possibility. Expect some announcements from Microsoft on August 7th as well. Are they going to give Office for free again? We could use Office. Have you heard if we will be able to use Google Strata on the Note 10? Not yet, but that wouldn't be added till the announcement. So no, I've not heard that yet. Because it's really going to be with the Google Pixels first. I don't think other smartphone manufacturers will be added till the end of the year or the beginning of next year, because they're going to want us to do it with the Pixel 4 first, and the Pixel 3, of course, as well, and the Pixel 3a, which they've already confirmed the Pixel 3 and 3a will work with it. Why do you think Samsung won't use a 90 hertz refresh rate? I just don't think they will, because they don't probably need to. The average consumer doesn't know, and honestly, I really haven't noticed it on my OnePlus. Like 120 hertz on the Razer phone was very noticeable, but honestly, on this phone, it hasn't been that noticeable. Um, let's see. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about the Note 10? Honestly, I am pretty excited about the Note 10. I really, I want my S Pen back. I've missed my S Pen like crazy. I want the bigger battery. I want this new built-in storage that's going to make your phone run smoother. It's one of the reasons I believe the OnePlus 7 Pro is so fast, is because of their built-in internal memory. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I always love the idea of, I feel like I'm getting an upgrade. And with this, having the faster storage, having the better cameras, having a lot of these things that I've been wanting, I'm pretty excited, I got to say. I'm probably about an 8 out of 10 right now. Galaxy S11 with the pop-up selfie camera? I don't think so, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, only if a company made Android tablet with some type of built-in biometrics in the display. Got it. So it'll have a built-in fingerprint scanner, I guess. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions flooded. Everybody drink. Let's see. Hey, you, yes, you. Are the lovely, our lovely person. Do you like apps? How about Tekken references? Good. Then check out 51st Date Questions. Thank you, Quiet Storm, for reminding me to plug our official app. And that is 51st Date Questions. We always get reminded to plug our app every week. 51st Date Questions is an app I created. It's a really fun thing to have on a date night. Honestly, thank you guys for testing it out and giving me such great positive feedback. It's really awesome for that purpose. But yeah, it's just a really good date game. You can get it on Android or iOS. Links in the description down below. But if you want a fun date night, I promise you will have a much better date. And according to our viewers, a girl or a guy is 50% more likely to call you back the next day if you played this game. Just saying. It's a good thing to do on date. All right. Let's get to the next questions. What do you recommend for a backup battery for the Note 9? I'll be talking about that actually for the Prime Day specials that we're going to be covering, because really what you want to get now is something with a PD charge. So if it has PD on the battery backup, that's what you really want. That's called power delivery. It will be able to fast charge a Note. It'll be able to charge your laptop in some cases, depending on how much wattage you get out of it. But basically, you want something with a PD that's going to be a Type-C connection on the battery backup that has at least 18 watts, preferably 30 watts or 45 if you can find it. And that is what you want to look for a battery charger for your Note 10. Why doesn't Google Messaging allow for multiple delete messages at once? Samsung Messaging, Google Messages are a good app. I don't know why Google doesn't allow that. Honestly, Google has so much work to do on their messaging. They're still going to revamp it again because they're going to do another messaging app soon called Chat. So yeah, Google just doesn't follow up on their messaging stuff. Currently owner of the S9 Plus. Should I wait for the S11 or get the Note 10? That I always kind of leave to if you're a Note person or a S user. It's really a different preference, and that is what's going to be it at the end of the day. Why doesn't... Oh, yeah, I answered that. Google Watch 5. I heard it has a camera. Or Galaxy Watch 5. I heard it has a camera. Well, we're not anywhere near the Galaxy Watch 5, so I'm not sure which one you're thinking of, unless you're counting from the Gear S3, it went to a Galaxy Watch. So if you're counting that to 4, then the fifth one will. Could be, but that would be next year, not this year. Mate 30 Pro will destroy the Note 10. Quite possibly, but we'll have to wait and see, making sure everything is fine with that now. Hey, Ricky, are you familiar with the Fire recast? What do you think it's for 130 for a Prime Day? I think it's a really great price, to be quite honest, but it's really dependent if you have Fire Sticks or Fire Cube in your home. Why do I say that? Well, because of the fact that it really only works with Fire Sticks. See, I have Rokus in my house, and Android TV in my house, or smart TVs in my house, and the recast doesn't work with those. So it doesn't really help me much. Yes, I could use it on my phones. I could also use it on my tablet, so that might be why I might want to get it, or even my computer. But not having it on my TVs would be a big kind of downside for me, and you really have to have that in order for it to work. So as long as you have Fire Sticks or Fire Cubes in your home, then you're going to be good to go with that. S8 is ending production run soon, and resource shift to the A50 and A90. Yeah, S8s are almost sold out for most places that I've seen, actually. Amazon Echo Show, second generation, or Smart Tab P10. I would definitely say the Smart Tab P10. You get a tablet and an Amazon Echo. So, yeah, it's better. And you don't have restrictions like the regular Amazon Echo does. So, yes, easily recommend the P10 tablet over that. Ricky, has Samsung officially killed Bixby speaker, or they went back to the drawing board? I've heard they went back to the drawing board. They were going to do a Bixby mini speaker now instead of the regular one, so we'll have to wait and see what they do. I think they're realizing that Bixby isn't that good of a voice assistant on its own, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to buy a phone on Amazon or eBay when unlocked version AT&T. What does it mean to be fully unlocked? A phone becoming with carrier ads. How do you know which ones without carriers? So here's this. If it's an unlocked phone, so some phones are factory unlocked, meaning they don't have any bloatware on them from the carriers. Some phones are carrier unlocked, meaning they still have all the bloatware from a carrier, but once it's unlocked, you can use it on another carrier. Now, some phones will adjust their bloatware. So, for instance, if you would buy an S10 and put a T-Mobile SIM card in it, it will load the T-Mobile bloatware or T-Mobile apps onto your phone. If you take that SIM card out and put a Verizon SIM card in it, it would remove all the T-Mobile bloatware and all the apps, and it would then load Verizon apps on it. That's how some phones work now, so it just depends on it. Let's see. Note 9 unlocked on Amazon right now. Internation 560. That's good. 560 for a Note 9 is really good price. Let's see. I wonder how people will react when they find out there's no camera on the S Pen. Yeah, I told people it wouldn't be this year, it would be next year. But it is what it is. Ooh, no one asked a question about the button layout on the Note 10s. Power volume rocker on the left, which I'm disappointed in. We will try to sneak 50 first date questions on carrier Note 10s at Unpacked and see if they notice. That would be hilarious. Can you imagine? So update on the Unpacked thing. First of all, thank you guys to everyone that has been tagging me and Samsung US. I would suggest tagging Samsung Mobile US, by the way. There is a difference of that. But thank you guys for everyone that has tagged them. I can tell you that Samsung finally got back on an email to me yesterday. And what that email said, thank you for pointing out your interest in attending Unpacked. We will get back to you if there are positions available. So we'll wait and see. Honestly, I really have to know soon because we want to go to Unpacked, obviously. I have reached out to possibly being a sponsor trip for there, which would be great. But we are working on that, so definitely really interested to see how that goes. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to go to Unpacked. We'll have to wait and see. But if I would go to Unpacked and see some of the phones have 51st date questions, oh my god, that would be the greatest thing ever. I would totally like do like a video, like a kind of clickbaity video, but like Samsung Note 10 with the greatest app ever made, or something, or the greatest game ever made at Unpacked. I would totally do something like that because it would be funny as hell. But yeah, let's see. Do you think that about what do you think about $1,200 phones? At what point do customers say it's too much for a high-end flagship? I think customers have been saying that, to be quite honest. Flagships like the iPhone XS Max have not sold anywhere near as well as Apple would have thought they would. The XR is their best seller, so yeah, people are going to buy less expensive phones. I think that we're in that age now where like consumers have already kind of spoken. People are going to sell some of the big ones. I mean, people, they might sell 1 million to 5 million of the higher price version, but at the end of the day, the one that's going to sell more is the Note 10. The Note 10 will far outsell the Note 10 Pro, in my opinion, just because, yes, that $200 is a big difference for a lot of people. Let's see. Yeah, Google, bring Hangouts back to the top. I still use Hangouts this day and will use it till it's gone. Did you watch the pay-per-view? Yes, I did watch the pay-per-view. Horrible ending, in my opinion. Great ending to the match. Horrible ending to the whole thing. Why? Yeah. Let's see. I'm thinking of upgrading from the Note 8 to the Note 10. You think I should fix my screen and take the difference that Sammy offers for a cracked screen? It's definitely better to fix the screen than it would be to try to trade in a broken screen phone. Definitely more worth it, yes. Streaming time warning alert, aka don't get Ricky in trouble with the wife mad alert. Thank you as always, Quiet Storm, for reminding me on what time it is. And yes, we will be finishing up. Ask your last questions. Get them in while you can. The next Samsung watch, the Galaxy Watch Active 2, has the ECG monitor and the ECG monitor same as the Apple Watch Series 4. Yes, I did hear that. That is going to be a big thing for Samsung to actually have because it's going to really be competitive. The Active series was made to compete with Fitbit. Now that they're going to have this, it's going to be more competitive with the Apple Watch in terms of fitness. And I think that will get a lot of attention from the mainstream media, such as companies like CNET and The Verge that praised Apple like crazy for that. I think they'll actually do more reviews on the Apple Watch Active 2 for that very reason. So I think it's a good move by Samsung to get more mainstream media attention for that reason. All right, guys, any last questions you have, ask them right now before we end the show. And I just want to remind you, in about 2.5 hours, this video will be updated in the description with the best tech deals you can get for electronics. So make sure to check that out because obviously the first ones will probably sell out by the morning. Again, in the morning we will do another live stream basically telling you all the best tech deals you can get currently right now. Again, that'll be probably 8 a.m. to 8:30 at the latest 9. Amazon will probably have like times when it's going to update. So if it's at 8 a.m. their update, then I'll do it at 8 a.m. If it's at 9 a.m. their update, then we'll do it at 9. But I just realizing that'll probably be the best. And then again, tomorrow I will update it every 4 hours or so. And then going all the way to the next day, we'll update it every 6 hours. What do you think of Huawei chances of coming back to the U.S. market? I don't know if Huawei will ever be sold in the U.S. market with a carrier, let's put it that way. I would say that is 0 to none in terms of chances of that happening. However, I will say that they probably will be sold directly to consumers again, and hopefully we will be getting Huawei phones because, man, if I could get a Huawei Mate 30, that would make my year. What? CNET praising Apple? Shocking. I know, right? CNET would never praise Apple or be douches in the Samsung Unpacked event. Yes, I threw shade. Do you still have the Galaxy Buds? Yes, I do. Actually, right here. Still have my Galaxy Buds. Still use them every so often. Although my main ones are still the best wireless headsets. I have tested out the Beats. I've not tested out the new Sonys. But I've tested out Sennheiser. I've tested out the new Beats Pro. Jabras are still the best. Although I will say I do want an upgrade for wireless charging and at least a Type-C power connection. The Ultimate S Pen laser pointer tip with soldering capability. Soldering capabilities. Really? um, mini mini LED screen above the S Pen button, scrolling button for like a mouse scrolling wheel. Programmable pages. That is something else for sure. Sorry, I tuned in just now. I don't. Do you think it's worth it to upgrade from the Note 9 to the Note 10? Easily worth it for the Note 9 to Note 10 upgrade, to be honest. I really do believe it's upgradable just for the cameras alone. For the cameras alone, it is easily a should upgrade phone. And for the built-in storage speed, I mean, there's going to be a lot more we'll talk about, obviously, after the announcement. But yes, I do truly believe it's worth the upgrade. Note 12 will come out with a projector. Funny you say that because there is something that most people don't know, and that Samsung released 2 phones with a projector, the Galaxy Beam and the Galaxy Beam 2. Look it up. It actually was a smartphone with a built-in projector that did not sell well. It was in Europe, I believe, only certain parts of Europe as well. You have to buy a 45-watt fast charge separate on the Note 10. Yes, it will come with a 25-watt one, which should be fine. If only the buds came in new colors. I think the buds should come in new colors. That'll be interesting if it does. But will it be an official 2 or will it just be upgraded colors? That wasn't shade. That was a grenade. I mean, I'm just saying. Note 14 has the ability to call Thor's hammer and have free Wi-Fi. I mean, I'm not sure if I'd rather have Mjolnir or free Wi-Fi. Which one's better? All right, guys, with that being said, we will end the show. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Again, make sure to give a like, thumbs up before you leave. And let me know what you think about the tech deals that we leave at midnight tonight and other ones we will leave in the morning. Thank you guys always so much for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.